number one podcast from coast to coast. Mind your damn business. Mexic La Familia and Philly Dark One.
Philly Dark One for Mind Your Damn Business
Philly
podcast.
Dark One, Mind Your Damn Business.
Facts.
I love that.
Yes, sir. Yo, tell us about this big event with Charlie Mack. Tell us how it made you feel to be here right now in this moment.
Listen, first of all, I think I'm in love with Charlie Mack because he's always been in love with hip hop. The 50 years of hip hop, it to me just seemed like it was almost like his front door. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's always represented for us. I think this event, first of all, was necessary. The fact that he brought the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s together. I met people here tonight that I had never knew about.
Wow.
I was introduced to people who my family from the East Coast was saying this is the first tape that I ever listened to. I knew nothing about him. So I mean, this was this. We talk about bridging the gaps all the time. This was a bridging of the gaps.
Wow, that's amazing. And let me ask you a question, because I asked all the other artists today that I spoke to about the positive and negatives of hip hop today. First, the positives.
Listen, I mean, who would ever thought that hip hop would last this long? I mean, the positive is, listen, to employ so many people. I've been around the world. I mean, it's really taken me to a place that I wasn't even looking to go to. I mean, to have so much access to an entire nation was something I didn't consider. So the fact that I'm able to influence, to impact, and to build any place I go, I credit that to hip hop and of course to God.
Wow. Well, I would just want to tell you that you brought so much to hip hop with everything that you've done. And let me just ask you about some of the negative aspects about hip hop and what you don't like that you see today in today's hip hop.
You know, I just think that a lot of people have platforms, relationships, and resources, and they're just utilize them in the wrong in the wrong way. I think that a lot of women in hip hop are still being exploited, and they don't know about it, and that bothers me to some extent because, you know, I would never turn down a job when I was young because I wanted the gig, I wanted the money, I wanted the introduction, I wanted to have that space. So I get it. So I think a lot of women, you know, I think the impact, you know, when I was growing up and people would say, are you a role model? I would say, you know, it's not up to me to raise your kid. You have to raise your kid. Right. But I think as I grew and started really understanding who was listening to my music, where, you know, the impact that it was having in my community, it made me look at, you know, like, wow, that's why people love Muhammad Ali. Like, wow, you know, black people they're kings and queens in their community. Like, we are role models. Like, if you make it out of the hood, you're good. And so you have to do something with that, and not saying that, you know, hip hop is just hood. I'm just saying that the space that we was allotted wasn't that big, and now that we know better, we do better. So my negative thing is, when you know better, please do better.
That's powerful, coming from a queen as such as yourself. And let me ask you right now at this point,
and not just women, not just women, because everybody come for the women. Not just women, men too. I'm talking about the men too. You know what I mean? Like, men are very impactful and very powerful, and you are kings. And so there's a lot of people who are making impact, and I'd love to listen to your music. And there's some of them I do party to, but there's some I don't want to listen to in the morning when I'm trying to get my day going.
I got you.
You know, so they have the same power.
Now, let me just ask you, do any of the Cardie B's or Nicki Minaj reach out to you, because you're a legend, and I think they should? Does that happen at any point in time?
You know what? I feel the love. I mean, you know, we're Nicki fans in my house because my daughter is a Nicki fan. So in my house, we Nicki'd out. You know, I go on her lives all the time because, you know, my house is Nicki's. And I love Cardie because I love the fact that she's an entertainer. I grew up like an entertainer, not so much as, you know, like her from reality to hip hop, but I just love her energy. But you know, I think that we've had so much bashing of women that I don't want to be the big sister to bash women. Right. So I'd love to embrace them. They never have to come to me. I always speak my piece. I always live my truth. You know, I'm me all the time.
Let me ask you now, are you working on anything tentatively that you're bringing back? Because I think personally, I think you bring so much to music, you know, with your power, you know what I mean, that you have right now, and you still have a platform and you're still relevant whether you believe it or not.
Oh, no, listen, I believe it, sweetie. Let me tell you about my power. My power is big, and my power is making moves. My power has gotten me. I'm on Disney. I play the role of Duchess. So every Friday, you can catch me on Disney. I play the role of Duchess. My power has gotten me. I play Tay on Double Cross. That's on BET's All Black. My power has gotten me. I have a cooking show called Downright Delicious with Yo-Yo on Inspire TV, where I'm cooking with my family, my mom, Mama Mia with the spicy meatballs. You gotta love her. My kids. Roxanne Shante is coming on there, and I'm talking about some amazing dishes. I have a show called HipHop Treasures, LL Ice-T, LL Cool J. That's right. Don't try to play me out, because I am not the one. LL and Ice-T. It's called HipHop Treasures. It's going to be on A&E, and I'm the new host of BET Her Live. You can catch me on Essence coming up August. What is the Essence? July 1st, and you can catch me BET next week. I'm performing, representing the West Coast. I'm everywhere. You never.
You're busy.
I do better telling you what I'm not doing than what I am doing.
You're a busy woman.
Has got me. I'm the host of Cafe Mocha Radio. We just won our 4th Gracie Award, and we're in 50 markets, and we're on Sirius XM, channel 141. I am the ambassador for the National College Resource Foundation, Black College Expo. This is my 10th year. I give away $60,000 a year, and I got 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards from the president.
Wow.
And now they call me Dr. Yolanda Whitaker. Yes, for my humanitarianism nationwide over 2 years, and my jacket just went up in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Wow!
Yes, celebrate 50 years of hip hop. So
you are the real Queen Bee.
I am. Listen, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Just because you don't see me, don't mean that I'm not moving. I think my absence has spoke volumes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And guess what? I do better behind the scenes, because I can't help my community, and that's where I'm good at. I'm a community worker. I'm a worker. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Yeah, I'm a worker. So
feel your genuineness.
Yeah. So my work is done behind the scenes. So to keep on pushing music, when I know what music is done, I'd love to jump on a feature or something. But I got a new gig this year that knows how to handle this year.
That's awesome. I just want to tell you that one of my most beloved characters was of you, Key Lolo.
Wait, K-E-Y, low.
Yeah.
Get it right, Baldy. Come on, what?
Facts. I love it. But right now, I just want to thank you for everything that you brought to the game of hip hop and the culture and everything. And I just want you to continue to be the queen that you are, because you are the original Queen Bee.
In West Coast, I represent the West Coast all day long. We have so many queens from the West Coast that are doing amazing things, and the East Coast has made their staple. They have made their mark, and I'm just glad to be able to come to the East Coast, the West Coast, the South, the North, and represent and still be able to be a light, not just in music, but in life, because 50 years of hip hop. I mean, come on, man.
Facts.
Come on, man.
Facts. We appreciate your time, Queen.
Yes.
We just thank you for everything that you bring, like I said, and continue to be you, and continue to bring that beautiful spirit, because you definitely got a beautiful spirit.